between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today we have two of college football's elite meeting force with force in a battle of top 5 teams as two squads square off looking to hit their stride. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the whole defense. Man, how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. Crosses midfield. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Getting some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
They're going to open this drive with a... And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's back. Feeling some heat. Outside the pocket, he throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Everybody talks about DBs. They talk about dropping in coverage and not being physical. That DB begs to differ. Great tackle coming up, playing physical like a linebacker.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback.
The running back carry. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Oregon 0.
Back on the field after the break, and we'll start the quarter here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Holden.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good.
That makes the score.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Things working pretty well for this defense. Out of a dime package and still getting... And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up for it.
No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The throw. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterbacking, and he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That DB had a different story. He had something to say, coming up, making a physical tackle.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw.
And they'll fake it again. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I would rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried the sneak attack, and it did not work.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. Power football with the run. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes the offense on second down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 91.
Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Line getting set on second down. Takes the handoff. It's James. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead with the 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great...
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the defense gets to the quarterback. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This defense is playing with a chip on its shoulder. Like, they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Etienne. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Gets rid of it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And it's good, and now the defense will try to hang on to this lead.
That makes the score Oregon 17, Georgia.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Got it in the middle. It's Delp.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Unloads to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's going up top here late in the game. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Working on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing. It's late in the game. You're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.